We are the fastest growing retailer. Our market share has grown 3 times in the past 5 years. From a revenue point of view, last year we achieved 16.4 billion Thai baht. Our net profit recorded at 1.7 billion has grown at a CAGR of 30% in the past 3 years.
Mr. D.I.Y actually started as a small store in Malaysia, right? But now has become the number one specialty retail brand in Thailand. You mentioned about your revenue, right? That you just hit the 16 billion baht last year, right? Yeah. Which is very impressive.
Yeah, thank you.
How would you do that?
We are able to create economy of scale by consolidating our purchases with the entire Mr. D.I.Y global network, which I mentioned we have 5,000 stores globally.
Your tagline may be always low prices. How could you make sure that this promise remains true as your company, grows and scale up?
That is a good question, yeah. Data-driven process will be run in weekly or monthly basis to make sure our stores carrying product that the Thai consumer want.
I noticed something that there is no membership at the Mr. D.I.Y store and also the franchise model. There is no franchise model, right?
Yeah, it's not franchise.
The question is why?
We are targeting the mass market. We are targeting housewife. We are targeting everyone. Our mission is to offer everyone, every day, everything at always low prices. And the next 5-7 years will be still a golden window or golden period for us.
พูดถึงร้านขายของใช้เบตเตอร์ที่ใครๆก็ต้องเคยเดินเข้าไปเลือกซื้อของใช้เข้าบ้านอย่างน้อยสักครั้งหลายคนก็น่าจะนึกถึงชื่อเดียวกันนั่นคือมิสเตอร์ D.I.Y จากจุดเริ่มต้นเล็กๆในประเทศมาเลเซียวันนี้มิสเตอร์ D.I.Y นั้นก้าวขึ้นมาเป็นหนึ่งในเครือข่ายค้าปลีกสินค้าตกแต่งซ่อมแซมบ้านและสินค้าไลฟ์สไตล์ราคาคุ้มค่าที่ใหญ่ที่สุดในประเทศไทยและก็มีสาขาครอบคลุมหลายประเทศแต่ยังคงเดินหน้าสู่การเป็นแบรนด์ระดับโลกสำหรับประเทศไทยมิสเตอร์ D.I.Y นั้นเข้ามาในปี2559ซึ่งไทยนั้นถือว่าเป็นประเทศแรกเลยนะครับที่มิสเตอร์ D.I.Y นั้นออกมาเปิดสาขาในต่างประเทศแต่ภายในเวลาไม่ถึง10ปีก็สามารถเติบโตจนมีสาขามากกว่า 1,027 แห่งกระจายครบทุกจังหวัดทั่วประเทศและยังได้รับรางวัล Number 1 Brand Thailand ติดต่อกันหลายปีและก็เป็นแบรนด์ที่ผู้บริโภคไทยนึกถึงเป็นอันดับแรกสร้างรายได้สูงถึง 16,214 ล้านบาทในปี 2017 ความสำเร็จนี้ไม่ได้เกิดขึ้นเพราะสินค้าราคาถูกเพียงอย่างเดียวครับแต่ว่าเกิดจากกลยุทธ์ระดับโลกที่ผสมผสานกับความเข้าใจผู้บริโภคไทยได้อย่างลงตัววันนี้ทีม The Conversation by ถามอีกทุกเรื่องที่นักทุนต้องรู้จะไปพูดคุยกับผู้บริหารที่อยู่เบื้องหลังความสำเร็จเหล่านี้กับคุณแอนดี้ชินประธานเจ้าหน้าที่บริหารบริษัท Mr. D.I.Y Holding ประเทศไทยจำกัดมหาชนที่จะมาเล่าถึงหัวใจสำคัญในการสร้างแบรนด์ที่ก้าวจากมาเลเซียสู่หัวใจผู้บริโภคชาวไทยแต่ยังขยายกิจการไปหลายประเทศทั่วโลกไปฟังกันเลยครับ
Mr. D.I.Y actually started as a small store in Malaysia, right? But now has become the number one specialty retail brand in Thailand and also the other countries as well. So could you please share with us the journey or the milestones, how the brand got here so successfully?
Mr. D.I.Y is founded in Malaysia in year 2005. Started with vision to become a home improvement retailer. And in 2016, then we started our overseas expansion. In fact, Thailand was the first country that Mr. D.I.Y came abroad. It always holds a very special position for us because it's literally our first baby. How we came to Thailand is actually, from a very simple invitation from Tesco Lotus. So in Malaysia back then, we were operating a lot of our stores with Tesco. And Tesco as a grocer, they are working on strategy to actually attract traffic to the mall because not only running the grocer business, they are also running the mall business. So there's one point that they then decided to let Mr. D.I.Y store to open side by side with the Tesco grocer entrance. And after several rounds of trial, it turned out that the traffic that we able to generate and also that they're able to generate could complement each other. And we then start to roll it out to more of our stores in Tesco Malaysia. We have like 60 over stores with them. Then the management was very pleased. They invited us to UK. And as a Malaysian company, we thought that it's probably too far. And we say, no, we are not ready. Then they say, why not consider Thailand? Because Tesco Lotus also run a vast operation in Thailand. We accepted the offer, and then the rest is history. We put so much effort in this business, and at the same time, we also has been very cautious on our scaling. So we came in 2016. As of now, it's almost 10 years, close to year 10. So the first 5 years, we managed to open 250 stores. So at that stage, there's a lot of fine-tuning and also trial and error of our business model, of our first baby overseas. The next 5 years, we make our footstep quicker. We successfully added 75% or 750 stores during this second half period. And I think it's also important to note that we did not stop growing during the pandemic period. In fact, we added more than 50% of our store network today, or approximately 500 stores, were added during the pandemic period between year 2020 and year 2023. And this is also when we able to launch our standalone model, where our standalone model today contribute over 68% of our total revenue.
Okay. And back into 2016, right, when you first started the business in Thailand, would you expect to expand like 1,000 stores nationwide?
No. Why we say so is because when we came into Thailand, we were so focused on shopping mall. And there's a limit numbers of shopping malls in all countries that we operate, including Thailand or Malaysia. That means if we have expanded to all the malls, there's no places we can go after. When we start approaching our 200 store, we then ask ourselves what next for Mr. D.I.Y Thailand. Do we wanted to continue identifying good mall location to open a Mr. D.I.Y store, or we wanted to try something different as we could, see many demand from the secondary and third cities wanted us to have a store there, but they just don't have more for us to enter. So in year 2019, we then try out our standalone model. And then a year later, pandemic happened. When that happened, there's a switch or change of consumer behavior where customers, they stopped going into mall, but they still wanted to get home improvement stuff through a standalone store. So that is also when we switch our gear. And thankfully, we have that standalone stores, a few stores being opened a year prior to pandemic. And we focus our full expansion on the standalone model. So with the standalone model, it allows us to basically deepen our penetration to let us to enter into areas that where we see there's a demand for modern retail.
You would like to focus further on, the standalone format, is that right? Or you would like to expand in the retail mall locations?
90% of our new expansion will be a standalone model. 10% will be a mall model. Standalone model allows us to enter into secondary and third city where we can see the demand for modern retail is actually growing. And also, I think the standalone model in Thailand is pretty unique if I compare it towards Southeast Asia, because standalone is a build-to-lease model, where the beauty of the build-to-lease model is the stores are custom built based on our requirement. We can have a fixed sizes.
Yeah.
And then because it's custom built, based on our size, it's less likely to be replaced by other retailers. And also because it's custom built, we are able to sign long-term leases. The leases can go up to 15 to 21 years. And the rental terms is also very consistent because of the custom built size. So we see a standalone expansion will be a key expansion strategy for Mr. D.I.Y in the coming years. And as the next, 5-7 years will be still a golden window or golden period for us to secure a prime retail location across Thailand.
ปัจจุบัน Mr. D.I.Y นั้นมีรายได้หลักมาจากการขายสินค้าหลากหลายครอบคลุมตั้งแต่เครื่องใช้ในครัวเรือนและอุปกรณ์ตกแต่งบ้านอุปกรณ์ฮาร์ดแวร์และเครื่องมือช่างเครื่องใช้ไฟฟ้าเครื่องเขียนและอุปกรณ์กีฬาของเล่นและสินค้าเบตเตอร์อื่นๆเรียกได้ว่ามาที่เดียวครบจบทุกความต้องการครับแต่มีรายได้หลักจากการขายเครื่องใช้ในครัวเรือนและอุปกรณ์ตกแต่งรองลงมาก็คือฮาร์ดแวร์ จุดแข็งอีกด้านคือช่องทางการขายที่ครอบคลุมทั้งออนไลน์ผ่านทางเว็บไซต์ www.mrdiy.co.th Shopee Mall TikTok Lazada และออฟไลน์ผ่านสาขาทั่วประเทศโดยมีสาขามากขึ้นในทุกๆปีครับ
I would like to ask about the Mr. D.I.Y's business model. Could you explain in the more simple terms?
To look into our business model, typically the easiest way is to look at 4 P's: product, price, place. So we start with product. Again, 16,000 SKU as what you have seen in the store. So what Thai people love to buy out from our stores are hardware and household, both of these, and contributed more than 50% of our revenue, and followed by electricals, toys, stationery, and others. Yeah, that explain our product. In terms of places, we have 1,000 stores today. 1/3 of our stores are located in the mall, like what you have seen right now, and 2/3 they are located in standalone. And our stores are distributed all over Thailand, with more than 60% are located in the central and also northeast region, where we see most of the population live, while the rest evenly distributed across the entire Thailand. Now we move into prices. If you look at our tagline, always low prices, we always wanted to make sure or to ensure our products are affordable. Our average basket size is 160 Thai baht. So the pricing strategy that we adopt is basically similar as our tagline, always low prices. And last but not least on people. I want to use people to talk about who are our customers. Last year, we have served more than close to 100 million customers. Majority of our customers are the middle and lower income groups, which comprise 80-85% of the country population. 60% of our customers are female.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So, and in fact, a lot of them are actually, housewife. So the concept of Mr. D.I.Y stores is we are selling things that needs in a home, that, whether it's hardware, household, or even, things that you need for your garage that includes car accessories, things that your children need for school, then there will be stationery department as well as toys. Yeah. So, which makes, the person that holds the household disposable expenditure our key target customer.
The business model of your company would be like, import the goods or the products from overseas mainly, right? And then you sell to the customers.
Yeah, I think it will be a blend. 75% of our products are imported. We import from China, India, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Indonesia. 25% of our products are locally sourced. In Thailand, we work with more than 300 local suppliers that supply us goods for the local needs. Yeah. Some of these are good products that we have found in Thailand, sourced in Thailand. We will also help to export to other countries that have Mr. D.I.Y presence.
นอกจากนี้ทาง Mr. D.I.Y ยังขายสินค้าแบรนด์ตัวเอง Mr. D.I.Y Mr. D.I.Y Premium ที่เรียกว่าเป็น White Label หรือ Private Label ซึ่งอยู่ที่ประมาณ45%ของรายได้รวม
Light bulbs is one of our best-selling private labels. Have been doing very well in many countries. Price could be 60% cheaper than the big brands. Yeah. We have the electrical appliances also in Mr. D.I.Y brand. A lot of these small business owner, small hotel operator, they like to buy this.
You mentioned that you won't increase the portion of the white label, right?
No, we won't. For Mr. D.I.Y doesn't necessarily means higher margin. Because we also wanted to make sure the quality is good. But most importantly, is the experience we want to deliver to the customer. Why? Because if we put everything into private labels, it looks tidy and it looks neat and nice. And a lot of customers, they trust our brand.
How would you capture the opportunity or the trends? Right? For example, like you do like data-driven strategy or you do like the survey to the consumers, so you could actually can find the right products to meet the consumers' needs.
I think you see the key for Mr. D.I.Y or why our customer love about us is actually our product.
Yeah.
16,000 SKU is not an easy thing to manage. I'll give you some example on the merchandising side. You know what you have seen here. As a retailer, it's important to delight the customer, to let them to feel, you know, like what you have rightly pointed out, the treasure hunt feeling. You come in for certain thing, you went out with more thing. So our procurement team, they will bring in new products regularly. Every month we bring in average 500 new SKU.
Oh.
And then we also will review the performance of each products we have in our store.
Just like ranking or something?
Ranking, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We have something called the internal product rating system, which measure ranking, like what you have pointed out. We look at profitability. We look at product sales turnover. We look at quantity sold. And we use all these matrices to determine the ranking. And each products in our store, they have their own ranking. It's like their own KPI. Now, those products that is performing, we will then, start to scale it to Mr. D.I.Y store nationwide. We may increase the quantity because we see the demand is high. And the product that is non-performing, we will then start to discontinue it.
Oh.
The discontinuing process will start from first, we stop reordering.
Yeah.
And second, we figure out, a methodology to clear it off. And typically it's through price discount, right? Price discount. So we will clear this non-moving product constantly. So this process, data-driven process, will be run in weekly or monthly basis to make sure our stores carrying product that the Thai consumer want.
I see. And every time, as in like the customers, right? Every time they get to the store, I feel like so much fun, and so much like enjoyable moments. So how would you create such an experience for the customers to feel that way?
Yeah, I think the key thing will be the product mix. Actually, a lot of people are seeing us as a hardware store, but we are not. We are targeting the mass market. We are targeting housewife. We are targeting everyone. Our mission is to offer everyone everything, every day, at always low prices. Yeah. So then we launched a marketing campaign a few years ago to educate this mission. It's called Shop Dai Tok Wan, Crop Poor Tok Kon. It means Mr. D.I.Y is the everyday store for it. Like for example, my daughter will probably look at some jewelries and stickers in our store. My son will look at the sports department and also look at some toys as well. My wife then will look at, of course, the household department. She loves baking and also look at some of the cleaning utensils we need at our home. And for me, I will look at hardware. Sometimes I will get some batteries or light bulbs or even the car accessories department. So we are a store for everyone.
เจว่าทาง Mr. D.I.Y นั้นมีของครบครันที่เกี่ยวข้องกับสินค้าตกแต่งซ่อมแซมบ้านและสินค้าไลฟ์สไตล์เหมาะสำหรับลูกค้าทุกคนแต่เพื่อความชัดเจนครับคุณแอนดี้สุดยอดผู้บริหารหนุ่มไฟแรงเล่าให้ฟังว่า Mr. D.I.Y นั้นมีจุดยืนที่แตกต่างจากผู้เล่นในอุตสาหกรรมเดียวกันอย่างไรนักลงทุนจะได้เข้าใจมากยิ่งขึ้นนะครับ
In the home improvement segment, there are two types of player. One is the big box retailer. Another one is general home improvement retailer. We are general home improvement.
Yeah.
So the key difference is what? The key difference is the product and services being offered. Big box retailer, the products and services they provide require professional help. General home improvement like us, what we sell is very simple, require no professional help, and also DIY friendly. So that's why you see all these locks, tools, always straightforward. You don't need a handyman to teach you how to work it. Yeah. So that's the segment we are in. Things are so expensive right now, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you could come to our stores, get everything you want without breaking your wallet. I think that is...
And the good quality.
Yes. We call it value for money. You pay for what you...
ฟังมาถึงตรงนี้จะไม่แปลกใจเลยนะครับว่าทำไมรายได้ในปี2017ของ Mr. D.I.Y ถึงสูงถึง 16,214 ล้านบาทที่เป็นอัตราการเติบโตเฉลี่ยสะสมต่อปีร้อยละ 27.7 และถ้าพิจารณาจากรายได้บริษัทมีส่วนแบ่งการตลาดในกลุ่มผู้ประกอบการเชนรีเทลเลอร์ในอุตสาหกรรมค้าปลีกอุปกรณ์ตกแต่งบ้านและสินค้าไลฟ์สไตล์ทั่วไปในไทยเพิ่มขึ้นจากร้อยละ 17.1 ในปี2012เป็นร้อยละ 39.2 ในปี2017 ในขณะที่กำไรสุทธินั้นสูงถึง 1,780 ล้านบาทในปี 2017 คิดเป็นอัตราการเติบโตเฉลี่ยสะสมต่อปีร้อยละ 30.1 ไม่ธรรมดาเลยนะครับ
What is most important is apart from the variety, our price is competitive.
Yep.
Our price, according to a research from Frost & Sullivan, we are 27% cheaper than the competitors in Thailand.
And that's quite significant.
Yes.
Your tagline, the always low prices. How could you make sure that this promise remains true as your company, grows and scale up?
Yeah. The fact that we are able to create economy of scale by consolidating our purchases with the entire Mr. D.I.Y global network. We have 5,000 stores globally. And then we apply a cost-based pricing. That means the cheaper we source, we pass the saving to the consumer. And last but not least, we also apply a one price policy. If you shop in our stores in Bangkok or in Chiang Mai or even in Phuket, you will find everything will be priced the same. Yeah, and that basically give confidence to our regular customers that, they could find the products they need in the same price no matter where they go in Thailand. So I think in long run, as the store number is going to increase, not only in Thailand, but also others market, and the fact that we continue to practice cost-based pricing, we able to make sure our price maintain competitive and affordable in the Thai market.
Besides the pricing strategy, what are the key factors that, make you win the hearts of the Thai consumers and resulted in, the high performance of the financial performance?
Three things that the Thai consumer love about us.
Yeah.
They love about our product, they love about our prices, and they love about our store distribution. I think if you look at store expansion, in the next few years, our goal is to add 200 stores per year. We want to reach 1,500 stores by year 2027. We also focus a lot on merchandising. On the merchandising side, we continue to leverage economy of scale by consolidating the bulk purchases across the Mr. D.I.Y network. In terms of product, we continue to leverage data analytics. We, continue to bring in new products to deliver our customer, 500 every month. We also make sure that, the products are being measured effectively, flushing out the non-moving product, and to make sure that our shelves are always filled with the product the Thai consumer wants.
การพูดคุยวันนี้ทำให้เห็นภาพรวมของธุรกิจของ Mr. D.I.Y มากขึ้นครับจุดที่น่าสนใจคือรายงานของ Frost & Sullivan ชี้ว่าอุตสาหกรรมอุปกรณ์ตกแต่งบ้านของไทยจะเติบโตต่อเนื่องครับโดยมีแรงสนับสนุนมาจากการขยายตัวของสังคมเมืองที่เพิ่มจากร้อยละ 54.3 ในปี 2017 เป็นร้อยละ 57.8 ในปี 2072ขณะเดียวกันรายได้ครัวเรือนและกำลังซื้อเฉลี่ยเติบโตต่อเนื่องอยู่ที่ร้อยละ 1.8 ถึงร้อยละ 2.1 ทำให้ผู้บริโภคใช้จ่ายมากขึ้นในสินค้าที่ไม่ใช่อาหารเช่นอุปกรณ์ซ่อมแซมบ้านและสินค้าไลฟ์สไตล์โดยมีแนวโน้มเลือกสินค้าคุ้มค่า value for money และช่องทางค้าปลีกสมัยใหม่มากขึ้นแทนค้าปลีกดั้งเดิมทำให้ Mr. D.I.Y ยังมีศักยภาพการเติบโตอีกมากครับโดยอีกหนึ่งกลไกที่จะทำให้เติบโตได้อย่างยั่งยืนนั่นคือการเข้ามาระดมทุนในตลาดหลักทรัพย์โดยมีวัตถุประสงค์เพื่อนำเงินไปขยายสาขาสร้างคลังสินค้า 2 คือชำระเงินกู้ยืมสถาบันการเงินและส่วนที่ 3 คือเป็นเงินทุนหมุนเวียนครับ
So what are the reasons why do you need to go to public? And what would you expect from going public in terms of the consumer trust, in terms of your partners, in terms of your business growth and stuff like that?
Yeah. D.I.Y is operating in 14 different countries. All countries that we are operating are basically being managed independently. We have independent senior management. We have an independent board of directors. So it's the same practice we are doing in Thailand. We wanted to make sure through the IPO, we're able to localize the business. By having the IPO in Thailand, it enables us to increase the awareness of our brand towards our consumer, towards our business partner, and of course towards the regulators and the financial institution. Subsequently, the IPO will also give us direct access to Thai capital market, as we will require funding in local currencies, Thai baht, to fuel our growth for store expansion and also on infrastructures investment. and lastly, able to access to capital in the local currency.
And what would be the long-term goal after you access to the capital market?
And I think first of all, we see the home improvement market in Thailand is still under-penetrated, and that gives Mr. D.I.Y a lot of opportunity to actually grab market shares. Yeah. We continue to increase store count to add new store, and 90% of our new stores will be a standalone store. Standalone stores enable us to go into to deepen our penetration. Like for example, this year actually we just completed our nationwide coverage on all 77 provinces. In fact, we added the last two provinces, which is Mae Hong Son and Phang Nga in the first quarter of this year. Yeah. So with the standalone model, only we will have the ability to open in Mae Hong Son. If we are just relying on the mall model, we will never able to have
expand to that area.
To that area. Yeah. Apart from that, we will continue to drive growth through merchandising. Merchandising is important to get the right product to the consumer. We will continue also to drive effective marketing. So we wanted to make sure we run the right campaign at the right time to maximize the seasonal demand. So typically for us, our best period in the first half will be in May for the back to school season, and it will be in December in the second half of the year. Yeah. We will also constantly invest in branding to build brand awareness. So according to Nelson, Mr. D.I.Y have the highest top of mind awareness at 37%, outperforming all our peers. Yeah. So the logic behind of running promotion and also investing in branding will help to make our top of mind strong. And a strong top of mind will then able to help us to generate traffic to the store and to build customer retention. And
you mentioned about the store expansion strategy, right?
Yeah.
So what are the criteria before you choose the locations? And then could you share with us the logic behind, the number of the stores, like 1,500 stores, right?
Yeah.
It could be like 2,000, 3,000 or something. What would you look at the fact and figures? For example, like populations, their purchasing power, or something like that?
Yeah. That is a good question. Yeah. We serve the middle and lower income customer, which form 85% of the market. So that makes population an important metrics for our business. So one of the key metrics that we look at on any store expansion is definitely population. We measure something called population per Mr. D.I.Y store in Thailand. For example, we have 1,000 stores today. Thailand have 75 million population. That makes our population per store 75,000. We then use this, set this number every year as a median and use it to benchmark into different regions or different provinces that we are in. For example, in the northern region, the population per store is 100,000 versus 75,000 we have as a national median. This data then suggests us we can have more stores to open in the north. We will then send our business development team to the north to do site survey and to propose a good location for us to expand. If it's a standalone store, they will look at whether that is a established catchment. If it's a mall, then they will just talk to some of the mall landlord that we are very familiar, including Lotus, Central, or Big C, and to propose a location for us. So to open 200 stores a year, our business development team have to visit at least 1,000 sites because the conversion rate is 20%, right? They will start with using the population per store ratio to identify suitable location. But from identifying to conversion, there's a lot of work. So we run this process to find the right stores for us to open. And we repeat this process every year, then the population per store will then come down. But if you look at a more mature market, which is D.I.Y Malaysia, it's a 20 years business. Malaysia is a smaller country with 30 million population. Malaysia have 1,500 stores today and still growing 150 stores every year. The population per store ratio is 25,000. So 25,000 in Malaysia versus 75,000 in Thailand. Basically, that shows there are much more room for us to grow in this market.
And I noticed something that there is no membership at the Mr. D.I.Y store. There is no franchise.
Yeah,
model, right?
it's not franchise, it's not direct.
The question is why?
All 5,000 stores we have globally, or 1,000 stores we have in Thailand is owned by the company. Yeah. It's important because if it's a franchise model, then you have too much opinion. And that makes things, slow, right? For Mr. D.I.Y, we actually, another reason why we're able to maintain our price competitive and to become so agile is because we manage the entire supply chain ourselves all the way to end consumer. So that process starts from product and supplier identification to have our own system and also to manage our own distribution center. We have 2 distribution centers in Samut Prakan with 10 warehouses that basically supply goods to all over Thailand. To also managing our own retail operation, we operate 1,000 stores in Thailand. All these are managed by ourselves with a total workforce of 12,000 employees today. And lastly, to drive traffic to our store through, marketing and advertising. All is being done in-house, end-to-end ourselves. Yeah. So if it's a franchise model, then we will lose that agility. Loyalty program, yes, we don't have it yet in Thailand because first is we don't see any right solution that really works for us now. But second and most importantly, if you had good price, the loyalty will then form. Customers will keep on coming back. So we then focus a lot on how do we to become more efficient in our operation, which I just described just now, and also to become more efficient in product sourcing to get our product price competitive, and also to make sure that, to delight our customers through constantly bringing in new products.
ฟังมาถึงตรงนี้จะเห็นว่าเมื่อพูดถึง Mr. D.I.Y หลายคนอาจจะนึกถึงร้านของใช้ราคาย่อมเยาแต่ความจริงแล้วโมเดลธุรกิจนี้มีมากกว่านั้นครับบริษัทไม่ได้เติบโตจากการขายของถูกเพียงแค่อย่างเดียวแต่ก็ยังมีการสร้างโครงสร้างธุรกิจที่แข็งแรงผ่าน4เสาหลักที่สำคัญนั่นคือ 1. กำลังการจัดซื้อระดับโลกทำให้ได้สินค้าที่หลากหลายและมีคุณภาพ 2. สามารถคุมต้นทุนและสามารถนำเสนอสินค้าในราคาที่จับต้องได้ 3. เครือข่ายสาขาที่กระจายครบทุกจังหวัดและยังขยายอย่างต่อเนื่อง 4. แบรนด์ที่คนไทยยอมรับจนกลายเป็นหนึ่งในผู้เล่นค้าปลีกที่คนเข้าถึงได้ทุกครัวเรือนแต่ขึ้นชื่อการนำเสนอสินค้าที่หลากหลายในราคาที่เหมาะสมกับคุณภาพ value for money ซึ่งเหมาะกับสภาวะเศรษฐกิจในปัจจุบันดังนั้นการเข้าตลาดหลักทรัพย์ไม่เพียงแต่เป็นก้าวสำคัญในการเงินแต่คือจุดเปลี่ยนที่ทำให้ Mr. D.I.Y มีทั้งทุนและความมั่นใจในการเร่งการเติบโตเพื่อรองรับการขยายตัวในระยะยาวไปฟังคำแนะนำทิ้งท้ายจากคุณแอนดี้กันครับ
We have a high TAM, right? Even though we have been classified under general home improvement segment, which, the entire home improvement segment is worth 486 billion baht, we do have product categories that is beyond the general home improvement segment. Second, I think we have a very clear expansion strategy. We are going to add 500 stores in 3 years' time. We have 1,000 stores today. That means we are going to add 50% to our store network by year 2027. And I think last but not least, we have very strong, our ROE has exceeded 40% last year. We continue to maintain that ROE at the first half of this year and also outperforming all the industry in terms of our return of equity. I think this is evidence of our strong and solid business model, efficient cost management, and our ability to able to reinvest capital effectively to drive growth of our business.
ถ้าชื่นชอบคอนเทนต์แบบนี้และมองว่าเป็นประโยชน์ฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามกันด้วยนี่คือ The Conversation by ถามอีกทุกเรื่องที่นักลงทุนต้องรู้วันนี้สวัสดีครับ